Yes, people, welcome back to the That Wrestling Show. Let's roll the intro. For the majority of the season, and we have obviously got no. Hold on, we got. Yes, people, welcome back to That Wrestling Show. Obviously, I'm joined by the legend and my co-host, Andrew. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Lazy Sunday. That's what it should be for. But,
That is what Sundays are for, to be honest.
Yes, it should be that for. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. It's been an interesting week for wrestling.
Yes.
Obviously, we know, after WrestleMania, we've got 2 weeks of wrestling to catch up on, to be honest. Which is simple as we can do this, but I want to talk about the big things, like the big parts of the fact that the Viking Warriors came back, and big one this week, Aleister Black made a promo.
Yeah, made a promo. Yeah, something creepy. He's doing.
Yeah, which I think is. I always like to see an after WrestleMania who comes back after. But I enjoyed that, to be honest. Aleister Black, I'm buzzing about because I think he's such a talent.
He is. He's a good talent. It's just that they're just wasting. They just did what they did the first time. They just wasted him. I just hope they don't waste him again. That's all.
Yeah, I hope so.
Actually, usually the shows after WrestleMania, people come up or they come back. I didn't really see much. I mean, Viking Raiders came back, or whatever they're called, Experience or whatever they're called.
Yeah, the Viking
came back. Wasn't really much of anything else. Gonna have another Drew McIntyre Bobby Lashley match. Charlotte Flair came back and did what she did something unusual. She put over a young talent. Oh no, she went straight into the title picture again. So putting herself over, no one else. So that's another thing. Yeah, I was expecting more call-ups, especially.
I was really same.
I was expecting a couple of NXT people to show up.
I was expecting obviously Io Shirai, Adam Cole. Also Finn Balor. I'm hoping they don't move Finn Balor up. I don't think he would want that, to be honest. You've obviously got the point that you've got a few. There was nothing special, and then I did send it to you. I'll send it to you again. The Charlotte Flair thing kind of spun me out a little bit because I was a bit confused because she came up being like, I should have been there, like all this. Yeah. And then she got suspended.
Yeah, she didn't do it. Yeah, she got suspended, something for her teeth or something. But storyline she got suspended for pushing the referee. Asuka beat her. Presume they're going to do they did rematch already, but Charlotte Flair interfered in it. I don't know. I would like her. Ashley said she's like 12-time champion already, so she I wouldn't have the belt on her for a couple of years. I'd want her to start feuding with others and build them up. That's what I want to start to do. What she started doing, and then go back into the title picture.
Yes, Randy Orton got given that quick title run, but that was just to add a notch to his belt. Yeah. That wasn't because he wanted a title run. That was to add the notch. So, but he's been having feuds with people outside. He's had an AJ Styles feud. He's had the Fiend feud that's been going on that's not title related. You know what I mean? It's now. Yeah. I have seen this comment here. Good that Cesaro is getting the push.
Hopefully.
Now we do have to talk about the Daniel Bryan match before we get into Cesaro. Obviously, both Cesaro and Daniel Bryan came out to approach Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns offered Daniel Bryan a title match next Friday, that if he loses, he's never to be on SmackDown again, which is to go with the fact that I believe he's starting to move to the backstage area.
Yeah, he's starting to go. Yeah, he's starting to go.
Yes, Holly, wrestling can be your new sport. we welcome all.
Yeah, he's starting to take. Yeah, I presume he's going to take a break and then come back again, probably near after SummerSlam or near around SummerSlam again. I mean, it would. I don't know if they're going to write him off TV. That seems to be the way to do it, or either that will beat him senseless. But then they always beat Daniel Bryan senseless, and he goes away for a couple of weeks, coming back in, which is good. But yeah, this might be might be.
But he's not wrong though. Roman Reigns, when he was a face, won titles, beat people on his own. He turns a heel. He's like, Jay, I need you to fight my battles.
He's supposed to be. He's a bad guy. It's what they do. They don't get their hands dirty. What's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
And the thing is to build Cesaro and others around when Daniel Bryan leaves, is to build them up to have a chance of beating them. You know, stars like Cesaro, Big E, Kevin Owens, etc. So that when you go into a feud of Roman Reigns, you don't think, well, it's just a filler to and move on to the next thing. So
yeah. But I mean, the Cesaro thing, he just keeps getting pushed to the side again, which is kind of frustrating for me. Because I've never wanted a wrestler to have a push so much as I wanted Cesaro. Like,
yeah. Well, the thing is though, what probably will happen is that Daniel Bryan will lose. They'll beat him down something. Cesaro will probably come out and save him and beat down Roman Reigns or make him run away or whatever, and that sets up a possible feud between them. The thing is the main story is to build Cesaro to a credible challenger. You know, have him unbeaten. Don't have him lose. Have him look tough, and have Roman Reigns look shook.
Yeah,
he will do when Cesaro swings him. I predict Cesaro swings him in the next month. But in the next month, he does a swing at him. And it shakes him up. Yeah, he'll swing him.
I can't wait to see that, to be honest.
Definitely swing him. So, yeah. Definitely swing him. So that's all good. But I like SmackDown's a better show. I watch SmackDown more than I do Raw. I
agree.
I don't watch it live sometimes, but I actually watch the show when they repeat it on BT. So I just watch it then. I don't watch Raw at all. So apart from the highlights, but I skip through the highlights because they're rubbish. So
I definitely watch SmackDown. Like then I enjoy SmackDown. The storylines for me at the minute are kind of better. We seem to have more of an option. The only thing I don't like is Ziggler and Rude need to get rid of those titles ASAP. I'm bored of them. Like.
Yeah. That's true, but they are doing their job. It's a heel tag team, so the heels it's always better for the storyline that the faces chase the heels.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. At the moment, they've already beaten the Street Profits, who are best tag team on SmackDown, so it's really I think they're building I think they're going to have a title match with the Mysterios, it looks like, because they beat the Alpha Academy on SmackDown. So it looks like they're going to be the next challengers, and they're probably going to put the belts on the Mysterios. Do we then see a switch from the Street Profits? Do they turn the Street Profits heel because they are sick? You know, they're sick and tired because obviously they think they're the best tag team and got their shot. Yada yada yada, stuff like that. Or do you build up the Alpha Academy? It's interesting. It's like 4 teams, so it's actually still a tag division. I'm bored of the New Day being tag champs and Styles and that giant bodyguard he's got. I don't think they're going to have the.
I think that's. I don't think. I think it's literally just like a temporary kind of. When you have like a WrestleMania where you don't need the New Day to win, but you need someone else to kind of hold the titles for a minute until they finish their plan off. That's kind of what they've done.
Yeah. And Raw's tag team division's dead anyway. They don't have a good tag to be something like that.
So they really don't. But I do want to ask you. I don't know if you keep up with obviously the women's division, the women's tag titles. Who, what, when, where? Who would you give the next titles to? Because I feel like they've made Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax absolutely unbeatable. Guys, here he is, the man of the moment, Uncle Laurie. He is here.
Hello, everybody. Your prince is here, your intercontinental champion.
Is that why you got the trim? So you're inspired. You got inspired by him.
No, as you can see, I haven't got his muscles, man.
Yeah.
I need to do a bit of work in the gym.
Exactly.
So what would you do with the women's tag titles? Like, who do you give them to that actually, because realistically, if you're looking at it wrestling wise, no one lives up to Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. Like, yes, Naomi is a decent wrestler, but when you put her with Lana, she just looks like a joke. You've got Carmella, who was put with Billie Kay. To me, I feel like Tamina and Natalya are going to get them, and that's going to annoy me because Tamina can't actually wrestle. We saw that at WrestleMania. Her frog splash looked like a frog was like having a fit. Wasn't a pleasant one to watch.
It was you mean the frog when you put a frog in the microwave?
But like, who do you give the titles to? Like, who is there? Like,
truth be told, they need to Alundra Blaze them titles.
Yeah, they need to scrap them. There's not enough tag teams, and all the tag teams they have are boring.
Although I do have a bad feeling that the Bella Twins are going to come back.
No.
Because of that WrestleMania. Because it's the one thing. No, only because I know it's the one thing that they want. The one thing that they want that they haven't done is tag titles.
Yeah.
Do they really need them though? Like, I mean, the title's devalued as it is. And
I don't know.
What pisses you off more though? The Bellas getting the tag team titles or Charlotte Flair with another title? What will piss you off more?
Charlotte Flair with another title.
Well, to give it to the Bellas, that's the death of those titles, man.
I get that, but the death of those titles is coming. But at least, I'm sorry, the last 2 years, all I've seen is Charlotte Flair's face. If I have to see the Bella Twins' face for like a month, just while they hold these titles, so I don't have to see Charlotte Flair, I will take that. That will be incredible. You do that, hun. Get her off my screen. I can't with Charlotte Flair anymore. Nah.
I had to put it out there. I was curious.
But what about you, Andrew? Like,
I can't. I don't like these titles are rubbish. I mean, they're already devalued as it is because NXT got their own tag team titles. The whole point of these titles was that they were defended on every single brand.
SmackDown and NXT,
yeah, exactly. So what's the point of having them now?
They kind of contradicted themselves as well because NXT was supposed to be the third show for other brands, yet they were turning up on NXT. But then we're not supposed to know what NXT is when NXT stars turn up on Raw.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Help me figure that one out.
I don't know. Flair's a good wrestler. I just don't like her with the championship. I like her, like I said at the start of the show, she should be now. She's 12 or 13 time champion. I don't care. She should be now building others up. That's what her role should be. Her role should be that for the next 2 to 3 years, and then she gets another. Then she gets another title. If you know what I mean, like that. Her next job should be.
With John Cena though, she won't put people over.
Well, exactly. But that's what she should be made to do.
I'd quite like to see if I'm honest with you, I'd quite like to see either Naomi Charlotte Flair feud or a Shayna Baszler feud with Charlotte Flair. Now that I would like to see, because I can see these I can see Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler being split up very soon, all because of Reginald. Yeah. I do want to move on to obviously what Uncle Laurie entered as he came in. Obviously, Apollo Crews and Big E. I feel like this has got way out of control.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you hear what he said, Big E, about the WrestleMania match today?
What did he say?
Long story short, that they didn't want to. The reason the match was short because they didn't want to beat each other with canes and drums and whatnot for 25 minutes. It would have got boring.
Yeah, he's right. He's right. That's why they should have just named it. They should have just named it a street fight and get it over with, or no DQ, because then they can use whatever they want, essentially like that. You know.
But I'm not gonna lie. The whole point of the drum match was, I said this during the watch along. All I wanted was a drum to be smashed over someone's head. I wasn't asking for much. I wasn't asking for you to be kendo stick. I wasn't asking for you to be chain whipped. All I was asking for was that you get a drum over your head. I wasn't asking for much.
Have you heard what they've called his finisher as well? Not Apollo, his henchman.
Big E.
Pardon? No, Daddy Kato, whatever he does, whatever name he's on by now.
Just another generic giant dude.
The Nigerian nail or something like that.
Yeah. It's a Samoan Spike. It's a Samoan Spike, dude.
It is.
It's a Samoan Spike.
The Nigerian nail.
Yeah, exactly. Nigerian nail, you know. Not even a spike, but Nigerian nail.
Dizzy says, I can't take Apollo Crews seriously anymore. Man has the default Wakanda accent.
No, Dizzy, whatever gimmick they put on him, he's finished, man. Like, this gimmick was supposed to save him, and to be honest with you, like, they've tried with him, and he's one of these people like Lashley where he doesn't need to talk. Let someone else do the talking for you. If you're gonna give him a good push.
That's why MVP talks for him.
With the accent.
That's why MVP talks for him, because like MVP actually knows how to talk. He knows how to bring that kind of charisma in with him. Like, it comes naturally. Bobby Lashley, it doesn't. Question is, Big E better in the New Day or not? This is actually a good question.
No.
You know what it is? It's the build.
Yeah.
Because they're allowing him to build. And as long as he doesn't get injured, like we've been discussing on many of the previous shows, we do want to see him pushing for the title, but with the right build. So
I want him to start having new gear, man. Get him some new gear. Get him cut away. He's got the new music. Get him some new gear. Get him cut away. The New Day, I want Xavier to turn on Kofi Kingston so much so they can feud.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I want Xavier to. He's the only one who hasn't had a singles run.
It's this though.
I know, but they want to show that them two are on a show that no one watches. Do you know what I mean? It's like now it should be the Raw stars get to go on SmackDown. Do you know what I mean? Not the other way around. But it used to be like if you were going on SmackDown, they ship you to Raw. Should be the other way around. Big him up. Give Xavier Woods, because he's got the mic skills. He's got the mic skills to put himself over. You know, he's the type of guy who should be a sneaky heel and have a bodyguard. Do you know what I mean? Not like a Apollo Crews and AJ Styles don't need a bodyguard. Give it to Xavier Woods. Give it to Xavier Woods. He should have a bodyguard because he'd be a chicken shit heel. That's what he'd be. AJ don't need no bodyguard. Are you joking?
He'll do it better than Sami Zayn as well, the chicken shit heel.
Yeah, Sami Zayn. I like Sami Zayn's conspiracy thing, but he should go more into conspiracy thing. Make him seem a bit nuts. Like start doing videos where he's up close to the camera or something. You know, saying like, "Oh, they watch." You know, start having movements like he's on a conspiracy or something. So like a camera crew following him around. Yeah, exactly. He should have a self camera like you know, when he's up close to. You know, he should essentially. Yeah, that's what he should have. He should have it up on him and then have a light that pops up and like he's in like a dark room or something like that. But I don't know.
I know you're the host as well, the hosts, but are we going to talk about this big, epic, major fail that happened with Samoa Joe? Like, what the hell?
You can bring whatever you want, Laurie. You're basically a co-host anyway, so just bring whatever. Like,
I can't believe Samoa Joe got released for that new commentator. Whether they want to clear him to wrestle again.
Pat McAfee.
No, not Pat McAfee. The one on Raw.
Vic something. I don't know.
I don't even know. I don't even know his name. That's how little I care.
He made so many errors. He made so many errors. I thought he was commentating on an Arsenal match. Seriously, he was that bad. He called Drew McIntyre the Celtic Warrior, and he had to get corrected. That sums it up. Seriously, Charles, go and listen to him and hear how bad his analogies are. It's like
do you know what the problem is? I don't actually watch. I mean, I used to. Samoa Joe for me has always been like one of my favorite wrestlers. Even like his. Like when he used to come out, when I used to go watch him live, and I used to like be like, Joe's
gonna kill you. Joe's gonna kill you. Time.
Like I just, he was such a talent, and actually he worked well on the commentary. I enjoyed him on the commentary, but oh no, WWE had to go and mug him off. Like. I was fuming.
Of all the releases, that one was the one that pissed me off the most. Like, the women's division, like, I kind of get it, but at the same time, you're weakening a division that's already weak. So, who else got released? I can't even remember. The Samoa Joe's the one that just stood out to me the most. But there was quite a few that got released, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, I agree that for me, the Samoa Joe hit hard. It really did. Like, I saw this list of people and I went through and I was like, yeah, Iconics gone, not really that interested. Mickie James, not really that interested. Then I saw Samoa Joe and I was like, no, I genuinely thought they were April Foolsing me, to be honest. I genuinely thought they were April Foolsing me. I was like, nah, it's going to be like, oh, Samoa Joe's a joke. But do you know what the problem is that Samoa Joe's going to end up in AEW.
Yeah.
Like, this is true. Like, he's going to end up in AEW, just like all these other people they've got rid of, and AEW is going to be succeeding because Samoa Joe had such a big following in the WWE. People loved him, and they loved the fact that even though he was injured, he came and commentated. They loved that.
And like, what happened with that conference? There was someone that he confronted. Was it Brock or... It was Brock, innit? I was really looking forward to that feud, man.
Yeah. Obviously,
we're never going to get that now. You put yourself...
Yeah, that feud. So. Yeah, I mean, I thought they may have moved him across. It'd be good to go against good to go against Roman Reigns in a feud. He cuts a great promo. And for a guy that size, he moves around very well. He always has for his size. Very good. Once he's clear, I mean, if I'm Tony Khan and Cody Rhodes, that's the first call. That's the first call I make. I make that, and I sign Peyton Royce as well to the women's division. Peyton Royce she was released as well. I sign her. If she's probably going to sign her anyway because Sean Spears is there, obviously her husband. So that would boost their women's division up a bit more as well because that's the one thing I think AEW lacks is their women's division. But yeah, if I'm AEW, I sign Samoa Joe. That's the top signing I make as well. I know he's got a 90-day complete clause, so you won't see him until the summer anyway. But I sign him. I'd rather have him say than Christian Cage or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So. I'd rather Samoa Joe against Kenny Omega than go up against Christian Cage or something like that. So,
have they had a match before?
Who?
Omega and Joe.
I don't believe so. No, it'd be a first ever time. Yeah, they've never crossed it.
Joe never touched the Japanese territories when.
I don't. Omega if he did, it would have been way before it got huge. Yeah. You know, the Bullet Club and everything. It would have been before 2010s and everything. So.
Yeah.
It would have been huge. But yeah.
This is a good question.
Yeah.
Question: should Belair have won the title so soon?
Yes.
Firstly, can we just acknowledge the first ever all-black women's main event match? Like, it's about time, you know. It's about time. I'm sorry. I don't want to be a dick, but it is about, you have so much talent, and you have to have your announcer announce it's the first ever all black women's match. That's embarrassing, for WWE. What do you guys think, Laurie?
No, it was a good match. We all know that. Like, and in terms of Bianca Belair having the belt, like everyone, the same. No disrespect to Sasha Banks, but the same way people are fed up of seeing Charlotte Flair with the title, they're fed up with Sasha Banks and Bayley having it as well. So I don't see what the problem is, and they're having a fresh face having the title.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if you can do it for the women, you can do it for the men as well. But I think they want to do one step at a time. So I have no qualms whatsoever with Belair having the title and it being on a fresh face, because their women's division is better than AEW's. We all know that. But Bianca Belair is going to give you a good match, irrespective of what you get from her. I mean, if you watched her in NXT, she was a bit rough around the edges, but she's polished that up. She's got better. She's good on the mic. So what more can you ask her for her to do? So in answer to your question, Navi, yes, she does. She hasn't got it too soon. She does deserve the title.
Yeah.
It's a face.
Yeah. I don't want her to go too goody though. I know it need a bit of edge on her for a face run.
Yeah.
And they didn't go straight into a Sasha Banks rematch, which I liked. Although it's the Bayley, they didn't go straight into the Sasha Banks rematch.
I would have liked to have seen Bayley the same way Rhea Ripley didn't work for her title shot. I would have liked to have seen some sort of match to get there.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't be bothered with the booking anymore. Whatever program it is, they can't be asked.
No.
I mean, if one of us three trained for a couple of weeks and then went to the development center, or we went down to BT Studios, I'm pretty sure we'd get an NXT title shot. NXT UK title shot. The way that they book.
No, you're right. Yeah. There's no like.
What do you say, Andrew? Should we go for the NXT UK tag title?
Yeah, so this is going No, we've got no experience. We haven't done anything, but let's just challenge and we'll probably get a match. Yeah. That'd be nice. Yeah, man.
But, come on, what's our stable? Are we the strong stable?
Thoughts on Bayley?
Think of a name.
Thoughts on Bayley? Are WWE wasting her talent in the ring with this new gimmick?
I don't know. I'd like it to have a feud that's not over the title, but there's no one there to feud with her. That's why I would have liked them to bring up Io Shirai and have a feud with Bayley. That's what I'd like. That's what they done. And they didn't bring her up. I thought they would have, but maybe they are planning to bring her up. I don't know, but if they do, I'd like Bayley to have a feud and build someone else who can, challenge. Because now they should start using these talents to build other talents up. Like Charlotte Flair should be feuding with an up and comer or someone new. Bring them up, start feuding
with bloody wrestle.
Yeah. Teach them to wrestle. Teach them to cut a promo.
Yeah, I agree.
Just teach. Yeah, that's what they were taught. So now they should be doing the teaching.
I absolutely agree. Like, the Charlotte Flair is talented enough to teach them. So teach them then.
Yeah.
If you're capable, learn. Teach people. They want to learn. All you've got to do is be given the right opportunity. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Totally. Should we move on to AEW?
Yes, let us. Andrew, I'm going to let you start this one off. You brought it up. You can start it off.
Yes.
What would you like? Which subject do you want? Which kind of storyline do you want to go with first?
Is there a storyline? I don't know if there is a storyline really at all in AEW at the moment. It just seems to be cut promos and fight at the moment. That's what it is. There's nothing that's intriguing me apart the storyline going, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen here. Just they just basically show up and fight. That's all they do essentially.
Yeah.
Right now that he's on actually in AEW as well, I've got a question for both of you. Who's got the harder punch, Paul White or Anthony Ogogo?
Well, Ogogo's got the better style, but Paul White's got a huge hand, so I'm gonna
say Paul White. I'm gonna say Paul White. Yeah. Paul White, because Paul White's got more to hit you with. Ogogo's got a normal sized hand.
Ogogo seems to be wounding people to the point where they can't walk anymore, do anything.
so's Paul White. So's Paul White. But Paul White's got more of a hand to hit you with. There's more surface to hit your face. More of your face is going to be covered when it hits your face. I am playing a fool.
Nah, this Nightmare Factory stable, like, what is it? Someone explain to me. I'm just like, what is it?
What with the
Nightmare Factory? What is it?
Well, no, they're called the Factory now.
They're not the Nightmare anymore.
That's what Cody Rhodes called his training school, the Nightmare Factory.
No, I get all of that. I know, okay. I get it. But
I don't know. That's what I mean. I have no idea. That's what I mean. I have no idea. I mean, there's no set storyline. There's too many tag matches. Everyone's in a tag team at the moment. The women's division needs a lot of work on it. I don't know that. I like the wrestling; it's good, but what does it mean? Essentially, I mean, I see they have the two tunnels. I see people coming out the good guy tunnel, but doing heel things like Pentagon Jr. and everything. Lance Archer, I don't know what Lance Archer's doing. He keeps interfering.
He's defending. 1 minute he's a knight in shining armor. The next he's berating Sting and Darby Allin.
I know. Yeah, I know. And then and then Eddie Kingston and John Moxley are smashing into a trailer, and then it's like, what does that? Are they now? Hangman Page is the number one guy according to the rankings. And
no. Do you know what got me though? I'm not gonna lie. The Young Bucks explanation for trashing their old gimmick to come out in the same clothes.
Yeah. They just cut the little tassels off. That's what they did. Yeah, they just cut it off. Yeah.
They just took off their Rockers clothes and put on NWO clothes. Basically.
Yeah, that's what they have.
Fact.
All they have.
So they took off their Rockers colours for NWO colours.
Yeah, that's what they did. Yeah.
But the explanation. Does anyone understand the explanation as to why they didn't want to be with Moxley? Because that explanation didn't mean nothing to me. I was like, huh?
Yeah, but Laurie, wasn't it like the most predictable thing that they were going to do that? I was sitting there going, there's only a matter of time before they do.
Are they going to kick him? Like, you was watching a match, like,
why
didn't they just do it at the beginning? Like, why are you spend the whole match faking you're going to do it? Or do you know what they used to do back in the day where the third man didn't come out because he was beat down?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, intrigue us, as you said. Like, you don't know who's a heel or who's a face. The build up for the matches is just so confusing. Like, even someone's always returning, and they're like, where was you? The returns is someone. It's not even a save anymore. You're returning to beat someone down, and we don't know why you're beating that person down. It's like it's all over the place. As you said, if you watch AEW without any sound, then you'll enjoy it because you won't need to know what's going on and who's fighting who.
Exactly, it's like an indie show when they just set the matches up. That's all it is at the moment. That's disappointing because they should be doing more.
And the thing is, they were doing so well. Like, it's no disrespect that yes, they needed to freshen up and make a change, but to me, ever since Jericho dropped the title, it hasn't been the same.
No,
because everything before it was good. The matches were good. There were storylines that were intense. Everything kept you on the edge of your seat.
And how many factions? How many factions do they need? It's like everyone's in like a tag team or a faction.
Literally, And like, I don't even watch Dark Evolution, so I don't even want to know.
Oh no, I don't. And then you have factions, but then you have factions coming out of factions. it's like
sometimes they'll talk about Evolution, and say, such and such has won 20 matches. Now he's on 22 winning streak, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
So that's why it kind of throws me off.
It's mad because Double or Nothing is announced for May 31st or May 30th. So May 30th. Yeah, May 30th. Yeah. Ironically, no one's talking about because I hardly ever watched it. Tonight, Kenny Omega goes against Rich Swann on Impact's Rebellion for title versus title.
Yeah.
So one or two things are going to happen. Obviously, Kenny Omega is possibly going to win, or so the real big switch would be for someone in AEW to show up and cost Kenny Omega the title, like a John Moxley or something like that, and have Rich Swann win it.
I'm done with Omega as champion.
And have Rich Swann win it. Just change it up, because the predictable thing is that Kenny Omega's going to win it. Do you know what I mean?
Like you were saying earlier with Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
What is it like? How come Kenny Omega can't win a match without the Good Brothers?
But he's playing more of a he's playing more of a chicken shit though. Do you know what I mean? He
wasn't a chicken shit before he got the title, so it doesn't make.
Yeah, but that was when he was a face or whatever. They're not supposed to be chicken shit.
Yeah, but all he needed, because everyone knows that he can't really take his voice seriously.
Yeah.
All he needed was what's his name? I can't even. What's his manager's name?
Oh, Don Callis.
Yeah, because I know him as Cyrus.
Cyrus the Virus. Yeah.
All he needed was Callis to speak for him, and that was it. We didn't need to see we don't need to see the Good Brothers every time he has a fight. We don't need to see the Young Bucks every time he has a fight. I mean, even at one point, I'm pretty sure Jim Ross said when Hardy was fighting Darby Allin. I know I'm sort of segueing slightly, but I'm sure he said we knew there was going to be interference, but we have to have it in every match.
Because it does, right? It does every time. Hangman's in trouble, the Dark Order come out. Now Hardy comes out with Butcher the Blade, Private Party. It's like.
Does anyone
Orange Cassidy has been beaten up. Best friends come out. It's it's like
no one wins a match clean, do they?
No.
Whereas WWE likes a roll up, AEW likes an interference.
Yeah. I really think though AEW. I know it's convenient because the Khans own Jacksonville, everything, so they can do it there. But I'm so bored of looking at that place all the time, and it desperately needs a change, man. Even if it's another part of Jacksonville or something, or change the camera angle or something, because it's so boring at the moment. I think it just sucks. It sucks the excitement out, and I used to watch it. I used to try and watch it live, but I just can't be bothered anymore. I just want to watch it so I can just skip through. Stuff.
It is an effort to watch AEW, and
it is, and that wasn't. 1 year ago, that wasn't the case, man. 1 year ago, that wasn't the case. And I just think it misses. I don't know. I just think they're in a rut at the moment, and they shouldn't be now. They saw off NXT on Wednesdays, so that their viewership should go above 1 million now every week. They should be putting more into it, but everyone's in a faction, everyone's in a tag team, but everyone turns heel. That's what's happening.
The whole concept of what they started off is this. It's literally just disappeared into non-existence.
Yeah, it has. You're right. It has. And none of this. Remember, they were all focused on the rankings, doing this, that hardly ever shows up anymore.
Yeah.
The only they just talk about winning streaks now.
Yeah,
all they talk about is winning streaks.
Because remember, AEW Dark wasn't supposed to count as part of your win-loss record.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm saying to you when they're talking about such and such won on Monday, so now that's why they're in this match today, and it's like, huh?
I don't care. I don't watch Elevation. When they run the, it's like a scoreboard. When they run like the results of Evolution, whatever it is, Evolution or Dark at the bottom of the screen, I don't bother looking. I don't care. Half of the names I don't bloody know anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's always someone new turning up. Like, who's that?
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. I mean, where Pac and Ray Phoenix haven't been seen for a couple of weeks. I always like watching them. Put the excitement. Put the excitement on.
That Pac had an injury, and I was like,
yeah.
But he recovered really quick.
Yeah, but these, I don't know. Maybe I think, maybe it's like, I should start going. You know what? I'm gonna have a break from wrestling after WrestleMania till about SummerSlam or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a month's break because it's gonna be shit. So I'm gonna have a month's break and then just log off. What the hell?
Oh my god, that's amazing! Yes, Len.
No, I'm actually lying on my bed, Slen.
Yeah.
So I can't be bothered to sit up.
That's
It's
right.
been a long weekend, man. It's been a long weekend. I can do the post if you want, though. If you need a new thumbnail.
Yeah.
Now back to the wrestling.
Yeah, I do have a question. There's one here about your thoughts on Matt Hardy.
It feels like Matt Hardy's 2.0 again.
Big Money Matt or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know because you know what? Without I don't know, Laurie, if you find this, without proper storylines, the matches seem to just run into each other. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go like from one point to one point, and it doesn't. Yeah. There's nothing that I go. There's nothing on the storylines of AEW that makes me excited. I go, I can't wait to what happens next week. It doesn't. I know I'm always going to get. I know I'm always going to get good wrestling, and that's great. But after a while, I need something. I need a payoff. I need to go
for it.
Yeah, I need something. Yeah. I'm bought up on the storylines as well. I need storylines and wrestling. You know what?
Yeah.
This guy beats that guy. What does that mean? Or why is he facing this guy? Do you know?
There's it's not in order. There's no logical kind of solution for this. It like comes out of the blue, and you're like, "Whoa,
And I need build up to matches. If you notice now in AEW, when everyone has a brawl, after they come back from the other break, it will go, "This guy's facing this guy next week," and it's like, no, I need a build up, man. Just don't put them next week. I need a build up. Book him in 3 weeks' time. Give him a build up. Chris. It was like Powerhouse Will Hobbs beat down Christian. They came back from a break, and it immediately went Christian Cage versus Will Hobbs next week. It was like, no, give me a build up, man. He just beat down him.
Not gonna lie, I was talking to Trey about this because I was watching it with Trey the other day. And I was like, Trey, am I wrong to think here? This is the same faction that are scared of 60-year-old Sting and Darby Allin, that are always running away from Sting and Darby Allin, and both of us, like, neither of us could explain what the hell was going on. So,
yeah, I mean,
like, it was like, how can you be scared of Darby Allin and Sting?
Yeah,
but you can beat the shit out of Christian. Like,
yeah, exactly, yeah. Or it's like why did you have to turn Scorpio Sky heel? Why did you have to turn him heel? What was the reason? Because he lost. Of course he would have lost against Darby Allin. He was in a ladder match 3 days before this. Of course he's going to lose a match to Darby Allin.
Did he actually tell SBU goodbye? Like, was there a break?
That's what I mean, yeah. What's the association with that? You already had another
now with Page, isn't he?
But you already had a mid-level heel coming in called Ethan Page. You know what I mean? You didn't need to send Scorpio Sky to. You're lacking faces. You're lacking good guys. You need more good guys. You turned Lance Archer face, or tried to. You know what I mean? It's like he's a monster. You turned Eddie Kingston.
I think you turned Eddie Kingston face as well.
Yeah. It's like going.
He's a heel or a face. He doesn't know what he is.
That's why I hate Laurie. That's why I hate the 2 tunnels. I hate the 2 tunnels. That's what TNA did for a while. TNA
literally.
For a while. It's like going, well, okay, so now it's just do 1 tunnel. You don't need to do 2 tunnels. Just do 1 tunnel. You think the fans are going to start cheering one guy because he comes out of a good guy tunnel? It's not going to happen. The fans will cheer and boo who they want. You know what I mean?
Like you said, they need They need to go somewhere else now. Like
it's boring, man. It really is. It's like that place is, but it's open air, so all the atmosphere goes out the top. You know what I mean? That's the problem for AEW. Yeah, the problem for like the one thing I hate about one of the things I hate about WWE at the moment is that fake noise, because you can never hear the commentators at all, which might be a good thing.
Yeah.
But you can never really hear the commentators. I know why they do it as well, because they're trying to cover like the guys speaking to each other in the middle of the match and anything like that. But it's just AEW. Yeah, AEW's good, and it's much better than Raw. I mean, Raw is a toilet bowl at the moment, so much better than Raw. But it's not. I find SmackDown and NXT more compelling sometimes than AEW on some weeks.
That's the two that you want to actually watch.
Yeah. Look, I know they've done a 1 week build, but look, there's a build for the Daniel Bryan Roman Reigns match next week. There's some intrigue. I think I know where it's going. I think Daniel Bryan's here for a couple of months. Yeah, but what I mean is, at least there's some build. They're building Cesaro as well. They're building Cesaro up as well, which I like. He's not done with Seth Rollins or anything like that. Seth Rollins has been interjected into this as well. So I like. There's some intrigue. It's like AEW. They go, Kenny Omega's the champ. Hangman Page is number one guy. No interaction whatsoever at the moment. Maybe that'll start after this week or something to build up to Double or Nothing. But
I do have to. There is a question here. Any big matches on the pay-per-view WrestleMania Backlash?
It's Drew, Bobby Lashley, Bayley versus Bianca Belair. I think that's it so far.
No, Apollo versus Big E.
Oh, they put that again. Okay.
Yeah, as if you haven't seen it enough.
Yeah. It really is WrestleMania. It's just
to clarify, Laurie, they didn't show it. Do you not remember that? They haven't shown us this match. Oh no, wait, it was at WrestleMania. Shit.
Yeah, it really is.
It's literally like, apart from Bayley and Belair, which are kind of like the fact that it's not just going straight back to Sasha Banks. You're going to have probably Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. Obviously, it's going to be, I believe, I've got a really big controversial for Backlash. I think it's going to be Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus Cesaro in a triple threat match.
Possibly. That'd be interesting. But the problem is they just had a triple threat match for it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
A bit soon.
Maybe Seth Rollins will cost Daniel Bryan or cost Roman Reigns in the match, and it'll be a 4-way.
That's what if they wanted to shock everyone, what they do is they're not going to do it. So this is pure fantasy booking. They'd have Daniel Bryan win the belt on Friday, okay? And then you're right. Yeah. So they could turn it into a fatal 4-way. They could have Roman, Seth, Cesaro, and Daniel Bryan in a fatal 4-way.
And I would literally enjoy that.
Roman could win it back again, fine. But at least it's something different. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not getting the same bullshit that we've all seen. Like,
exactly.
Because we've seen it all. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If Drew doesn't beat Bobby Lashley and we have to see it again at SummerSlam, I'm gonna be pissed off. I don't really know how. Either Bobby Lashley beats Drew again and it's done for, it's over, or the problem is if Drew beats Bobby, you're going to have that kind of, I want my rematch kind of bullshit, and we're going to have to watch it again. And I don't really know what's worse, if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's lazy and easy for them to do.
And it's not matches. It's not like they're not good wrestlers and I don't enjoy them. I just like to see something different. Yeah, exactly.
That's why I was expecting more call-ups. I haven't seen I was expecting a lot more call-ups, to interject themselves into this, Just change it up. Or what they should have done, what they can't do because I only did it. What they should always do is just shake things up, have a draft or that talent exchange, whatever they did, like the day after WrestleMania or something like. Just go.
Yeah, this is probably the first WrestleMania in years where you haven't seen anything new.
Nothing. Yeah, that's what I mean. So why don't they should switch the draft.
Aleister Black's not exactly new, is he?
No, but they should switch the draft to like after WrestleMania, get fresh get fresh faces, fresh feuds going, or feuds we haven't seen for a while, and just get it going. Step it up and sort the divisions out. Essentially, Raw's tag team division is rubbish at the moment. It's nothing's there.
I don't even know. They broke up they broke up 2 of the tag teams, haven't they?
I think so. But it's all rubbish. But
I think it's a case of too many belts as well.
Yeah.
There's literally too many belts. There's a belt for everything. I'm surprised the commentators don't have a belt.
That's true, man. Oh well. I need to shoot, so I need to go do my bins. So
no problem.
That was basically an hour of complaining about wrestling. You should call it complaining about wrestling show.
Yeah.
What do you like? It's my V5.
I mean, yes. We will wrap it up there. I mean,
we want to talk about good things. If you're watching this, we don't want to talk about this. We want to talk about amazing stuff. We don't want
to have to do your job for you.
Yeah, guys, if you are looking for fresh stuff, try and get a feed for the Rebellion Impact pay-per-view tonight. It's a good card. It's good matches.
Yeah, it is.
The main event: Rich Swann versus Kenny Omega, title versus title. Yeah. Should be a classic. Mauro Ranallo is commentating on that match. He's commentating on that match.
He's good.
So just go do it, because it'll be better. It'll be best wrestling for a few weeks. So just go watch
Andrew, before you go, I just want to get one last opinion. Obviously, Darby Allin and Sting have kind of joined up together. How do you think about that?
Oh, Brothers in Paint or whatever it is, or something like that. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care for Sting. He's 60 years old. He always has a baseball bat.
Yeah.
When he comes out, when he does his snow thing, it just makes him look like he's got a horrendous case of dandruff. So he just comes. Darby Allin's cool, but I don't want him oversaturated. He shouldn't be wrestling every week. I know it's for the TNT belt, but he shouldn't be wrestling every week. Plus, it's now unreal. Sometimes it's unrealistic, man. The bigger guys he's beating, you know what I mean? It's like something's got to give soon. But I love Darby Allin. I think they're overusing him. So
yeah,
there we go.
What about you, Laurie?
Yeah, he didn't. I don't understand the whole Sting thing. He didn't need Sting. If you're gonna do the Sting gimmick on him as a lone wolf, then just do that. So be it. But Sting should be doing, no disrespect to Sting, but he should be doing what Jake the Snake is doing and just be a mouthpiece. And that's it. I don't need to, like Andy said, I don't need to see him with that flipping baseball bat anymore. Like, that baseball bat is not going to scare away 4 people like it seems to every week, but it does.
Exactly.
So, hey ho.
No, I agree.
Exactly. Why does it scare 4 big guys away all the time? Do you know what I mean? It's like one of you sacrifice yourself, take the hit, and the others just jump at it. Do you know what I mean? Why don't they just do that?
Right. But yeah, guys, we'll wrap it up now because Andrew has to go do his bins. Laurie,
stuff.
Yeah, he's got to do adult things. Laurie, where can people find you?
So you can find me on here, Strong TV. You can find me with Big Gunner OG show that will be coming back soon. You can find me on Egal TV, mainly doing the watch-alongs, but then sometimes I'll be popping from other stuff as well. And you can find me on Twitter. My feed is right there.
Yes. Andrew, where can people find you?
KX Filter Football. There's a link. I'm under the Winter Surf on Twitter. There's a link to that channel there. There's also a link to the Nexus channel, which I run with Prime and Will. KX Filter Football, just under, I think we're just about 20 subs away from 1K. So come get us there.
Let's get them there, people.
Yeah. Follow these guys as well. Uncle Laurie on Twitter. They're doing good stuff. And subscribe to Strong TV, where we do Chelsea watch-alongs, this wrestling show, everything but football show. I'm on Niall's channel, Let's Talk Premier League, later today.
Yes,
about the
at
new
9
Champions
o'clock.
League format. And also I'm on there for the Chelsea shows on Friday normally, and most match reactions as well. And I think that's it. No, Bits and Bob's channel, Corner and Cobham.
Yeah.
Every Tuesday at 7, Chelsea podcast.
Yes, guys, check that out. Make sure you follow these two lovely people. Subscribe to this channel, and guys, we're out. We'll see you next time.